guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with my September monthly reset video. Last month was my very first monthly reset video, and since I showed you how to make my favorite breakfast last month, I wanted to show you guys how I make my at-home matchas. I have not purchased coffee or matcha in, I want to say, almost the whole year. There might have been a few exceptions, but for the most part, I love to make my matcha at home. And I feel like I found the perfect recipe where it comes out so delicious every time. It's honestly so good. And I'm actually running really low on my matcha, which is also why I wanted to show you guys, because I definitely have to repurchase that this month. But now that I have my matcha, I can go ahead and get everything started with you guys. We have a lot to set up, and I'm actually filming this a little bit later in the day, so I'm hoping that I have enough light for everything that I want to do here, as well as after this I will take you to my desk and we will also set up my monthly budget. So we're going to be setting up all of my monthly calendars. I'm going to be showing you guys these stickers I'm going to be using this month. So I also want to talk about my monthly goals, which I'm using this Coach notebook that I showed you guys last month as well. I actually ended up writing my monthly goals in here last month, but I didn't have time to go through them because I believe Vito woke up from a nap. But this time my mom's actually watching Vito, so I have quite a while to explain to you guys and go through my goals, set up my calendars, and set up my monthly budget. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I think the first thing we will do is I'll show you my stickers. So you guys don't know, I have a sticker shop named Romina.rossa, and every single month I come out with stickers for my planners. So this month I had two different prints for the monthly view. So I have the floral, which these are foiled with holographic foil, super cute. So I have the floral, and then I had this quilt pattern, and I absolutely love both of them, so I'm going to be using them both. I did bring date dots for both my budget planner and my regular life planner. And then I wanted to use this foiled washi along with some foiled scripts for my monthly view. So I foiled those in holographic foil. And then aside from that, I have other stickers like my Bill Do stickers. I have a deco sheet that goes with the monthly view. And then I have some labels, so some regular colored September color labels, appointment labels, and some pattern ones. So I have it all this time. I'm all ready to go, and that makes me super, super excited. So I've showed you guys my planner, but I'll show you guys again. This is my life planner from Erin Condren, and I absolutely love this cover, especially because it has the cherries here. So I will leave everything that I use down below. I also have a kind of coupon code for Erin Condren. If it is your first time buying anything from the site, you can go ahead and use my code to get $10 off your first Erin Condren purchase. So definitely take advantage of that if you don't have a planner. I feel like having a planner and planning in one the past couple of months has really helped me to not only be productive, but also be conscious of the time that I'm putting to different things or what I want to get done. And I've had really good results, especially with my content creation and business. So yes, if you don't have a planner, definitely get one. It doesn't have to be this one, you can get any planner, but this is the one that I love and that my stickers fit in. So we're using that. I've also been really good about filming plan with me's, so definitely check out my other videos, my plan with me videos, if you would like to see how I plan in that planner. And then I also have this wall calendar, which I've showed you guys before, from Sugar Paper. I just got this off of Target and I really love it. I love the gold foiling, and I'm also going to fill this up. Before that, I use this notepad monthly view at a glance from Cloth and Paper. And I already did fill this out, and if you guys do not know, I'm sure you guys know. If not, I did just announce my pregnancy, so I am pregnant. Some of the things that I've been putting in my monthly view, I haven't really been able to show you guys. So I'm really excited that I'm finally able to show you guys this time around because I was not able to do that before. Of course, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw that pregnancy announcement reveal. And of course, if you follow me on YouTube. If you don't follow me on YouTube, what are you doing? Follow me, subscribe to my channel because there's definitely a lot more content coming. And now that I have gotten like a good rhythm to the types of videos that I want to film and get up for you guys, I feel like I'm doing good. So definitely follow, subscribe if you guys are not already. And then aside from that, I also have my budget planner printable that I keep in this binder. And I don't think last time I showed you guys the cute dividers that I got, these pink ones to go along with the budget planner, but super cute. So I'm going to set that up as well. I might have to turn on the lighting a little bit because the sun is like fading away. But now that I've talked for like 5 minutes without sipping my matcha, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to mark is that we have our gender reveal on the 2nd. Then on the 5th, I'm going to have a release for my sticker shop. So my November new releases will be this day. I want to mark that Hispanic Heritage Month begins on the 15th. If you guys do not know, I am Peruvian. So this is definitely very near and dear to my heart. I have an OB appointment on the 20th, and that's at 11:45 a.m. I have my anatomy scan on the 27th, and that's at 8:30 a.m. I really have been enjoying this wall calendar because I keep it in my office where my husband and I both work. So we're both able to take a look at what's coming up and all of that good stuff. I also have a birthday party, Radiant's birthday party, and that's gonna be, I think, super fun. I don't think I'm going to write birthdays yet, but I just might. But the main things that I want to focus on this month is my November new releases, well, work-wise, are my November new releases, and I'm also going to be releasing my 2025 budget planner, like printable release. A few of you guys have asked me this, but I plan to have the budget planner as a printable, but also as like a physical copy, because I know maybe some of you guys don't have a printer at home or just would like to purchase ready to use. So I am going to be working on that for 2025, and I thought I would release it this month so you guys have plenty of time to purchase it and get it before the new year. So I still haven't decided when that will be released because I also have to work on other stuff for like my YouTube channel and for Rosa Jewels, which I had a pop-up for Rosa Jewels last month. I was planning on doing another pop-up this month, but it turns out that it's going to be the same day as the birthday party, so I'm not able to do that. So I just have to push the pop-ups for next month and try to work on just having like social media. So if you guys are interested in gold-filled jewelry, definitely follow our Instagram page at Rosa Jewels because I'm definitely going to be a lot more active on there. And I have posted a few things here and there. I feel like I'm good with my shop right now, so now I need to start bringing in the other stuff. That's gonna be it for my monthly view for my wall calendar. And then I'm going to, I know last time I tried to film me setting up my monthly view in my Erin Condren, but the angle was very awkward. So I think I'm just going to do it right now and then show you guys the finished look because there's just no way that I can get a good angle in this table right now with this camera and tripod. So I'm just going to use the floral washi kit and the date dots, and I will be right back. I don't have all of my stickers here with me, so I just decided to lay down once again the monthly washi, which super cute, the date dots, and then some labels for all the things that I want to mark. In here, I do like to mark birthdays, so I do have like a few labels for that. I'm also planning on going to Pilates with my sister this week, so I might just end up using some of these like smaller appointment labels to mark that whenever that happens, but I haven't picked the classes out yet, so I don't know when those will be. But I just wanted to show you guys how it ends up looking. Super, super cute. And now let's move on. We are going to be planning in my budget planner. So I'm going to flip to the monthly view and then I'll bring you guys back to show you guys what I'm going to plan in there. It's most likely going to be the same. So set up the monthly view and then lay down my build you stickers. Okay, depending on how this clip looks, I'll decide if I keep it. But I thought I would do some ASMR for you guys because I feel like laying down stickers is so therapeutical, and I don't know, the little sounds it makes, peeling up the sticker, all that. I know some of you guys really love that, so just blocking that, and I'm going to take my sticker. I have to get up for this, so I'm just gonna line her up. Okay, I decided to not film that, but this is how it ends up looking. Now I'm going to take my Build Do stickers and my various Build Do scripts and lay those down. And I think I will show you guys, or I'll try to show me laying those down. I also want to show you guys last month. I am filming before the month ends, but this is essentially how it's going to look. So I use the Build Do's as well as these budget expense stickers from my shop to track all of my expenses in all these different categories. So if you guys are keeping track or watching my weekly check-ins, then you guys would know all about this. This is the way that I've been planning for a very, very, very long time, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, definitely watch my videos if you're interested in seeing how I budget for the month. And now let me lay down my Build Do stickers in my September monthly. Okay, so I have all of my Build Do stickers ready. And look at how cute the Build Do scripts look on top of them. Absolutely love this. I love decorating my planner, especially my budget planner, and this just makes me want to stick to my budget even more. So I'm going to lay these down and then we'll move on to the next step, to this monthly reset. All right, and this is the final look. This month, my shop gets paid on Tuesdays, so I laid down these payday stickers here, and then Victor gets paid bi-weekly. I will say though that the first paycheck, our first paycheck, is going to be August 30th. So this is going to be the second paycheck. And then this paycheck of the 27th is going to start for October. So I know it's a little confusing, but that's just how the paychecks ended up being. But my monthly view is all set up now, and I can go on to setting up my monthly budget. Completely forgot, but I also added some of the deco. Super cute. Love it. Okay, I'm now flipping you guys because there's somehow better lighting here now that the sun is gone. But I wanted to go through a few things. I know last month I talked about my Poshmark sales, which this month, you guys, I probably put less like time and effort to Poshmark than last month. So I didn't make too many sales. I honestly only made, I just sold something today. So with that, I sold 5 things, and I'll go ahead and put them up here, but just really quickly, I sold some Clark's women's like wedge comfort sandals size 9, and those I thrifted. I think those are the ones that I thrifted in a haul that I filmed here for YouTube. So I sold those for $45, but my earnings were $36. Then I sold this Crybaby rhinestone like tank top that I've been having since forever in my closet. I sold that for $15 and my earnings were $9.98. Then for the next thing that I sold an Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit palette. And I honestly think that the reason I sold this was because I saw this video going viral of somebody talking about like Anastasia Beverly Hills like glow kits. So I think that's around the time that this sold. I sold for $18, but my earnings were $12.38. Then I sold one of my favorite like rockabilly pinup inspired skull cardigans that I've been having since high school. I used to love all this stuff in high school, and I'm thinking that this sold because, of course, with Dia de los Muertos coming up and fall, This is like the perfect thing to have in your wardrobe. So I sold that for $32 and my earnings were $25.60. That reminds me that I have to list a lot of like the fall items that I have, because this is the time to list all of that, because that's what people are shopping for. And then last but not least, today I sold a makeup palette, which I was showing you guys, I think in my vlog last week. I sold my Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette for $22 and my earnings were $15.58. The total amount that I made this month was under $100. I sold $99 with 54 cents, and that is just my earnings after all of the taxes that Poshmark takes, as well as any shipping discounts. So I honestly think that for the amount of effort, the amount of time and effort that I put in, that's not bad. Especially because I feel like I put so much effort in other things, like my YouTube channel or my other social medias and my shop, and those ended up doing better than they have in the past months. So I'm happy with that, but I definitely think that now is the time to list all of my fall and maybe like winter pieces. So I will definitely add that to my list of to-do lists for this month. I want to talk a little bit about my goals for this month, because I know I didn't have time to do that last time. So this month I did, as well as last month, I wrote in here a few of my goals, and there's a few things that I want to focus on for this month. I have them separated into like 3 different categories. So I have personal goals, business goals, and like household management goals. My first personal goal that I have is to establish a morning routine. I want to establish a consistent routine that includes both time for myself and for my son Vito. You guys know I'm a stay-at-home mom that also works from home. So I want to get better about maybe instead of waking up at the time that Vito wakes up, to wake up an hour earlier. That's kind of what I'm going to try to implement for this month, and then that way I can get started with things like maybe exercising, or maybe getting started with work before Vito even wakes up, or really having a set to-do list of what I'm going to do that day. I feel like I need to be better about that morning routine before there's not really much time when Vito's up. So I want to do that. And the second thing for personal goal is to create a self-care routine as well. This was also one goal that I wanted to do for August, and I think I did a pretty good job with that, because you guys probably can't tell, but I got a haircut this month. I showed that in my vlog, as well as I went to my first Pilates class with my sister. She actually treated me to that, and that was super amazing. I hadn't like worked out in a really long time, and it was just a great day, and I had a great time doing Pilates all in all. So I want to keep doing that. So I want to dedicate at least 30 minutes a day to myself, whether it be like reading, doing a hobby, or like even like taking a bath. I've actually been really into reading the past like few days. I feel like I have so many books that I've purchased in the past and I haven't gone through them. So I've been reading a lot. Like I have this book that I'm reading and I haven't read in so long, so I'm like shocked that that's actually happening. I think I'm already starting that for the month without the month even starting. I really love that. So then after, for business goals, I wanted to have like revenue targets. So I've set up goal amounts that I would like to make for my different variable income sources. So just to name a few, I have my shop, romina.rossa. I have, of course, YouTube, Poshmark, Rosa Jewels. And this last month, I started a new income source, which I hadn't done in a while, and that was one for brand campaigns. So I've been creating sort of like UGC content for brands, and I could go in depth in a video if you guys would like to hear that, as to how I get these opportunities. But I just did a campaign for a brand last month, and I'm already booked to do another one for this month. So I think that I can definitely book more as the time goes on and I have more experience and more like collabs to show like other brands I'm working with. So I'm really excited. That's another income source that I'm adding to the rest, and I'm really thankful about it. So hopefully I can do a few campaigns this month. And I feel like, as you know, the holiday season approaches, a lot of brands are looking for content. So I feel like this is the time to either reach out or look into where you can get these opportunities. So yes, definitely let me know if you guys would like a video about that. I can definitely film that for you guys, but that's kind of like the main goal, revenue targets. And then the second one would be product development. And that's just me trying to dedicate time each week to improving or expanding my products. Like I mentioned, this month, I'm going to be releasing my 2025 budget planners, which I've released the non-dated version, but I feel like this is going to be better if you just want to have one thing for the whole year already dated and ready to use. So that's something, but I also want to focus on like rosa jewels and whatnot, checking for trends, what's out there, and just doing research. So those are my main business goals. And then for household management goals, I have 3. One of them is to declutter a specific area. So I want to declutter an area a week. So last week, I believe was last week, we focused on decluttering the baby's room, and it actually looks so cute. My sister gifted Vito a recliner. Well, it's for all of us. She gifted us a recliner. And I gotta show you guys the room. You guys will probably see it in my next video, but just stuff like that. That's another thing that I want to implement for this month. And the second one would be to keep up with my weekly check-ins / my budget, which I feel like I did a pretty good job in the month of August. And I just want to keep that going, because being aware of our expenses and really setting out a budget for the month has really helped us. And I feel like everything just ties together with like my business and the way that I feel and how I do things at home. So all in all, I just want to keep that going. And then the third and final thing that I have here is to set a bedtime routine. Right now, Vito is 13 months and he's in between, I feel like taking 1 nap a day or 2 naps. So I really want to kind of see where that leads us. So that's all the goals that I have for this month. I'm really happy that I was able to share with you guys my goals, because I feel like that can also inspire you to write down some goals for this month before the month begins. Like I've been talking for so long, but I really hope you guys are enjoying it. And now let's move on to my monthly budget. All right, so we're here to film the last part of this monthly reset, and that is setting up my September monthly budget. So I have here, of course, my monthly budget printable. I also already went ahead and printed out my paycheck budget and my weekly check-in. So for today, we're just going to pull this one out, grab my 2 sticker sheets, the washi quilt sticker sheet, and the monthly scripts in hollow foil. So I am going to take my white out and just block this off. You don't have to do this step, but I like to do it, so we're just gonna go like so. And then I also offer these scripts as like budget scripts, so like one that says September budget, but I thought I would just print these out. I don't know, I really like these. And in the other sheet you only get, I believe, half of the year, 6 months, and then here you get all 12 months. So it's honestly personal preference. I might switch it up next time and do the like October budget script, but I think this will do for now. We're just gonna put that right there, and that just looks so cute. It just adds a little bit something to these printables since we're not using too many stickers. I also am just going to put these little glitter washi strips in between the income and expenses and totals. I just think this is going to be super cute. Yes, I absolutely love it. Okay, great. Moving on, I already set up my mock budget in my iPad here, so we are all ready to go. I just hope you guys can see everything. Okay, great. So for income, I like to write out a section for my husband Victor, one for my shop romina.rossa, and then one for variable income, which is essentially anything else that's not romina.rossa. Things like YouTube, Poshmark, Rosa Jewels, and like brand campaigns, those will all be part of variable income. And I know I haven't set up a variable income spread with you guys in a while, so let me know if you guys would like me to do that for, let's say, next month, or even if you would like to see that in one of my weekly check-in videos. And then we do have one more section here that I'm going to leave blank for now, but we might end up having something for Victor, like some sort of like side work or something like that, I think, coming in this month. So that's the space for that. And then moving on to expenses. For variable expenses, I'm going to list out first the categories that I like to weekly check in with, which are groceries, eating out, we have household, gas for our cars, we have our baby category, which I guess he's not a baby anymore, he's a toddler, but we're still going to keep it like so. I also have a category for beauty, and we'll go ahead and start with those. I have, at the time that I'm filming this part of the video, already totaled everything up for August, and I will be having an August like budget results video, so definitely stay tuned for that. So I did change some of these numbers. I honestly should change the groceries amount, but I think we're going to keep it the same as last month. But I do definitely think that by next month we will increase that amount, because of course with the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of that, we're definitely going to be buying more for groceries to like make stuff for that. So for groceries, we're going to keep it at $4.50 as our budget. We have increased our eating out, so it's up by $25, so we're getting $2.25. That's the budget. Then household, we're going to be keeping the same at $100. Gas, we are going to be increasing. I believe I decreased this. I lowered this amount last month. That was definitely not what I should have done, so I'm going to bring it back to $200. Since I will be driving a little bit more for like Pilates class with my sister and things like that. Then for baby, we are budgeting $100 for this category. And then for beauty, I am doing the same $60. And this is just for things like hair dye. And I believe last month I bought like a primer because I ran out. So just stuff, beauty related, things like that. Then the rest of my expenses are just bills. So we have gas, natural gas, which some of these we do split with my brother-in-law and his girlfriend because they live in the back house. So we split gas and water. So I'll write those in right now. So we are only going to be budgeting, I believe, $20 for gas and $20 for water. And then the bill that we do not split is electricity. So for electric, we are budgeting $60, which is not too bad. Definitely let me know around how much your bills range, because I feel like we're not paying a lot. When I used to live alone in LA, I used to pay so much more, but I mean, that was LA, so maybe that's also why. And after electricity, I'm going to write a category for gifts because we do have quite a bit of birthdays coming up this month. So we're going to be budgeting $200 for this category so we can be set with that. And then the last category that I like to add in my variable expenses is one for unbudgeted. And this we don't budget anything for, but we just use it as a placeholder. And I like to keep it here just in case something ends up coming up, and then I can write it in here. And those are all of our variable expenses. I'm quickly just going to total them up for you guys so you guys can get an idea of how much these total up to. So $450, $225, $100, $200, $100, $60, $20, $20, $60, and $200. That totals to $1,435. So I'm just going to write it in my total section here, like so. And then moving on to our fixed expenses, I'm going to start with rent, and I do think I'm going to keep these in order this month. So rent is due on the 1st, and that is $18.50. Car payment is also due on the 1st, and that is $348.06. Next up, we have our Wi-Fi, so internet, which we also split with my brother-in-law. That is due on the 4th, and half of that amount is $38.50. Then we have our car insurance. Well, this is actually for my car, and I was looking into seeing like how much longer I have to pay my car, which is more with car payment than car insurance. But you guys, I have exactly 1 year to pay off my car, and I'm so happy about it. I will say though that we are thinking of possibly getting a bigger car. So trading the one in and then getting a bigger car with the new baby coming. I really need to do research about that before we even consider that. Then my student loan payment, which Victor does not have any student loans. These are for mine. So on the 12th, and that is $130.77. My phone bill, which is due on the 21st, is $53.50. And then the rest of these don't have a due date, so I'm going to put them last. We have health insurance. Health insurance, once again, comes out of Victor's paycheck, so bi-weekly. So there's no due date for that. And the total a month is $778.20. Then I went ahead and switched this category from variable to fixed, and that is for Victor's haircut. I honestly will probably get a haircut in like 6 months the next time I do, so this is just for Victor. He usually just gets one a month, and that's $45. And then last but not least, oh my goodness, you guys, we're finally starting our sinking fund, our Christmas sinking fund. So I'm going to add it in here. Usually I like to start this in the very beginning of the year because it gives us less amount that we have to stuff the sinking fund with for December. But since it's already September and we have absolutely no Christmas sinking fund, I thought, okay, which would potentially bring us to $500 by Christmas. And I think that's a pretty good amount. Like, we're not trying to be excessive with presents or anything like that. So better late than never, but I definitely wish we would have started this in the beginning of the year. But now we just have to adjust and see how we're going to make it work. So those are all of my fixed expenses there, and I'm going to total those up now. So $18.50, $348.06, $38.50, $129, $130.77, $53.50, $778.20, $45, and $125, totals to $3,498.03. And those are our totals. If you would like to know the total amount we are going to be budgeting for expenses this month, that is a whopping $4,933.03. And with that being said, I think that that's going to be it for this monthly reset video. Of course, I do not enclose our income, but at the end of this video, I will have an idea. Actually, I already do because I did it on my iPad, but I will have an idea of our expected income, and I can subtract these expenses from there, giving me a total to see where I will potentially put this money towards. So either debt, savings, any of that. But we won't know exactly until the month is over, which is why we have this actual category here in the monthly budget printable. But I have been really enjoying these printables, and I hope you guys have as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was not too long for you guys. I know I'm always apologizing about it, and I'm sure you guys enjoy these videos, but sometimes I just feel like I'm talking too much and nobody wants to hear all that. I don't know, maybe you guys do, but thank you so much for being on here, commenting, subscribing, and liking my YouTube videos. I really appreciate it, and it does not go unnoticed. And hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!